Hey, here we are in your Uncle Joe's garage, outfitted by California Car Cover. Very pleased to have Russell Peters with us today. Congratulations on everything you've done, and welcome to the garage.
Thanks, Joe. This is it's actually more of an honor for me to be on it than
Oh, that's sweet.
it really is. Come on, let's be honest.
If you weren't a comedian, I'd believe that.
Listen, Joe, seriously,
Part of the thing with the garage, part of the gag is, have you got a car story? What was the first thing you drove, or the first car?
My first car. Well, here's what happened. I got my in Canada back in the '80s. They had 365s, they called them. Those were your temporary license.
Okay, yeah.
Because it was good for a year. Mm-hmm. And you could only drive with a licensed driver, and then you had to get your license within that 1 year.
Okay.
I had about 3 of those. No, I had 4 of those. They expired. And then I finally got my license at 21.
21.
And then I got my first car.
What would that be?
It was a Saturn.
I can see why you waited so long.
And well, here's the reason. I never got a car. I never got my license because I was like, I didn't want to have it and then want to drive my dad's car. And I knew my dad was never going to let me drive his car.
Oh, okay.
So I was quite happy taking the bus. And then.
Were you driving snowmobiles before that?
I was not at that point, no.
Well, being from Canada, big Rush fan then?
I am a big Rush fan, actually.
Have you seen him on one of the last tours or so here?
No, I really do have to see them live. I'd probably just be staring at Neil Peart's drumming all night.
It's godlike.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like when I went to see the Police, all I stared was at Stuart Copeland the whole night. I was just like, wow. Because, those are the 2 best drummers in the world.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay, we've now prayed at the at the Church of Peart.
It's true. I play a lot of Rush in my car, actually, when I'm driving around.
We're big fans here of George Carlin. I worked with him a couple times myself, and he played a pretty major role in your comedic career.
He sure did. I was the biggest Carlin fan growing up. Mm-hmm. And then and my dad and I would listen to him because my dad was an English major, so he liked all the wordplay.
Yeah.
He liked all that stuff, so he was like, this guy's a genius. And I was like, he is a genius. And then I met him in '92 in Toronto. I had only been doing stand-up 3 years. And he gave me some great advice. And at the end of it all, I was just a 21-year-old kid, 22-year-old kid, just all geeked out meeting my idol. And I walked him back to his hotel, or stalked him back to his hotel. It depends on how you want to tell the story, right? Okay. And I said, hey, George, maybe we'll work together one day, huh? You never know, kid. And then cut to 10 months before he passed away, I got to work with him at the Comedy and Magic Club in Hermosa Beach. They called me because they knew I was a big Carlin fan. They were like, hey, Russell, George is coming in to do some sets to warm up. Do you want to be on the show? And I go, yeah. I go, who's hosting? They go, well, so-and-so. I go, please let me host. So they let me host. And I got teary-eyed when I introduced him.
It surprised me, as I'd seen him in the 70s, and then I worked with him out here at the Comedy Magic Club. As a matter of fact, it surprised me how gentle he was off stage.
He was so nice. He was ridiculously nice. And after my intro, I do this big long intro. I tell the story, and I get my chin quivered and everything. And then he shakes my hand and goes, "Stop it, kid! You're gonna make me look good."
You've been to a bunch of movies.
I have. I just shot one last month in Austin called Ripped with me and Faison Love. We're the leads.
Oh.
It's a stoner comedy.
That's hard to believe.
You know what is hard to believe? I don't smoke. Never have. And he doesn't smoke anymore either. So at least he knew how to fake it. I was just like...
They call it a smoking coach for you.
Yeah, and then they go, how did I look? Because the director's a big stone. He goes, looks fine. You look paranoid. I go, because I was.
Top grossing comedian worldwide, they say.
Number 3.
Number 3.
It's Jerry Seinfeld. Then Terry Fator somehow beats me out every year by like $1 million. And I'm like, come on, dude. I don't know anybody who goes, oh my God, I love Terry Fator. I don't even know who he is.
I don't know who he is.
Exactly.
He won't be.
I'm sure people say the same thing about me. I don't know who he is, but who cares what you think? Who's Terry Fator?
Well, Gabriel Iglesias is one of the biggest in the States here, too. Would you have any advice to him on how to overtake the number 3 position?
Gabe is doing just fine. He's on his way. I introduced Gabe to international touring.
Yeah.
And now he's making so he's going to pass me now because he's already got he's going to do this move which is good because I don't, I always like seeing when people keep moving up.
Yeah,
I don't want to see people moving backwards. I want to see people moving forward. So that makes me happy.
The comedic world is not as competitive unless you're number 2 in the list. Terry Hayter, wasn't that the one you were?
Terry Hayter.
Yeah. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy
Thanks.
schedule to join us here.
Thanks, Joe.
If you ever need anything from the garage, not an oil
Well, I
change.
have a '64 Impala
Well,
that I fully restored, but
excellent.
then I screwed it up by putting a digital dash in it.
Oh,
I didn't know at the time. I was like, I go, that'd be cool. Everything's like right back to the way it was, and then I screwed up right on the dash, and I'm like, I'm going to change that back.
you're going to have to leave now. We can't. Have you here if
I
you've done
know.
that.
Having done it, I'm like, I got to change this back.
Hey, I know that you, yes you, haven't been in the Uncle Joe's Garage yet, but I got some good news. We have created a mobile version of the Uncle Joe's Garage, thanks to our friends at Mike Thompson RV Superstores. Like they say, don't miss a moment, and don't miss the mobile Uncle Joe's Garage coming to a location near you.